cooking up something good here at home. We are cooking up something good here at home.
Hi, family. Welcome to At Home today. It is Memorial Day indoor picnic. Yes, you know, I can't tell you how many times Paul and I have planned picnics in the park, or we've planned them with other people at their homes or at our home, and it gets rained out because the weather is so iffy. So I decided instead of us standing outside, which we've done many times, and almost have the tents blown off the hill, and us also, we were going to plan a picnic that you could cook indoors or outdoors. If it's nice outside today, fire up the grill. If it isn't, not a problem. We can do it right here in the kitchen and even make the house look like a festive occasion because we are celebrating Memorial Day. Memorial Day is one of those holidays that I guess it means more to older people, people that have served in maybe First or Second World War. And now, of course, all the other wars that have happened, maybe not as intense as they were, the First and Second. But I tell you what, there are a lot of people who are survivors, and there are a lot of families that suffered much during those times. So today we stop and we remember that those folks gave their lives, some gave their health, so that we could have a free America. And even though it's tumultuous times that we're living in right now with everything that's going on, we can be centered, and our faith and our trust can be in God, that He will bring us through. I admonish you to pray for this country. Pray for the leadership. The Bible tells us to pray for those in authority over us. We need to be praying for our senators, the congressmen, our local leaders, our local officials. We need to make it a matter of prayer for this country every single day. It doesn't matter if you agree with who's in the authority now, the Republicans, the Democrats, the whoever's. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that we need to pray for them. So today, we're having our picnic. It's an indoor picnic here at home, and it's in honor of those who have given so much that we could live in a free America. We'll be right back after the hint to get started with a lot of good picnic foods here at home. We'll see you then. Here's today's at-home hint. Cake should be baked on the center shelf to allow for even distribution of heat, and never open the oven during the first 15 to 20 minutes of baking time, or the cake may collapse.
If you have an at-home hint, a favorite recipe, or just a friendly greeting you'd like to share, we'd like to hear from you. Post it in the comments of this video or visit our Facebook page.
Well, my Lisa Pizza's with me today. This is my niece.
Hello.
We're glad you're here.
Oh, nice to be here.
Yeah, she came for Easter and helped us. She did such a good job. Said, come on back to help us with Memorial Day. You're going to start with, this is your artichoke
crab dip.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Okay, and just go through what all the ingredients are.
8-ounce cream cheese, softened, and a cup of Hellmann's mayonnaise.
So that's what she already has here. You don't even use a mixer or anything with that, right?
No, you just mix that up while it's soft and get that.
It has to be soft.
Right. And then next you want to put, this is 1 pound of imitation crab meat.
Or you could use real crab if you wanted to.
Yeah,
huh?
I've never tried it, but probably
who
be
can
good.
afford it, huh?
Yeah.
So that's really white fish is what that is. That's not like just imitation, like phony ingredients. Fish. It really is fish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And 1 jar of
Fully
artichoke
hearts. Marinated?
Marinated, yes. You just drain it, then you chop them up.
Okay.
And then you want to add that in.
Okay. You like artichokes?
Yeah, I like it.
I like them in that. Now, Paul really likes them in a salad. If you get the hearts out of the jar,
Yeah,
he likes that.
Or like some people eat artichoke sandwiches, you know. And then you have 3/4 cup Parmesan cheese.
If you folks, we always say if we had a camera set up while we were prepping, that would be the show because we've had a wild and woolly day here, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's been
And
fun.
1/3 cup of chopped onion.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're just going to mix that up, put it in a casserole.
You want to spray it first.
Okay, and then what's it bake on 375, right?
375 for 20 minutes.
Oh.
It'll get bubbly, and you can tell. You know,
And then what do you
brown
serve
a
to
little
dip that
bit.
with?
I use the water crackers.
Those little round ones.
Yeah,
they're
you
on
can
the
use
table.
anything, though, if you want to get the little French breads and toast.
Oh, that's
them.
nice, yeah.
You know, anything
Okay,
really.
good. Now, while she's finishing that, for the picnic, a lot of people are dieting, so this is something that you could really beef up or beef down, but this is just good any time of the year, and especially now because all the summer stuff, the good vegetables and stuff's coming in. As you can see here, I have a variety. I have red onion, asparagus, zucchini, yellow squash, little tomatoes. I have red peppers. I have green peppers. I have cherry tomatoes, mushrooms. There's just everything in here. And I even have a head of garlic that I have just cut down until it exposes the tops of the garlic. Okay, close. Now all you do with this, any variety, if you don't like these, do the varieties that you like. Broccoli, you can do broccoli, cauliflower. You can do, what's the other ones that we like? Brussels sprouts are great. They are super. Whoops, I want to put some of this. I'm just putting olive oil on top of there, and I want to put olive oil, drizzle it right on the top of this head of garlic, just like that, okay? Now, this is kosher salt, and it's a little thicker. You can see the grains are thicker, and I just salt that down. Don't have to put a lot. I put a little bit here. Okay, just salt it down. And some pepper. There we go. Just like that. Okay.
So colorful, huh?
Isn't it beautiful?
That's
And this,
pretty.
particularly this time, there's baby carrots in here. You could put olives in here. Whatever you really like, vegetables, or your family likes. Then I'm just going to take one of these. You don't have to, but you got to get your hands in there because you want to mix them up well so that all the vegetables are evenly coated. Now you don't want the oil laying in the bottom of the pan, but you certainly want them to be covered enough, because if they're dry, then that's not good. But what happens when we roast these, they caramelize. They get that sweetness to them that you don't get if you just eat them raw, or sometimes if you fry them, they don't get sweet.
You just cook them till they're like just crunchy,
Just
a
tender.
little tender.
Yeah. You don't want them mushy. At least I'm telling you, you can put this over pasta. If you have them left over the next day, that's why I make a lot. In fact, I've got 2 pans going because, number one, you love them like this the first day. Boil pasta the next day. Throw this on top of the pasta. This is incredible. And then you just put them on your baking sheet.
So healthy too.
There's
huh?
potatoes. Look, wedges of potatoes. It is healthy. And you know, everybody's looking for ways to get kids to eat vegetables. I'm going to tell you, they'll eat this. They really will.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it'd be nice if these were in single layer, but if you pile them up, it will be okay. Now, we have our oven on 400 degrees. How long will this take? Well, probably about 40, 45 minutes like this. But halfway through, set your timer for just halfway through, like 20 minutes. Then when you go in there, take your spatula and stir them around so that the brown on the bottom comes to the top, and then what's on top will go on the bottom and get nice and brown. That's all you do with it. That's it.
Yeah, you don't usually think you could do something like that in your house, but you
Why
think
couldn't you?
grill, but yeah.
It's
looks
beautiful.
wonderful.
Yeah, and I think kids will eat this. I'm pretty sure they will. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
When we get these out before we serve them, we're going to just pull some basil leaves or julienne, chop them up and sprinkle. Just adds another dimension. You don't want to put that in there to cook because sometimes that gets bitter. Okay. All right, Patti. Patty's going to help us get started with our cake. Let's go ahead and put these in the oven. Lisa, on the bottom, you want to put those right there? I already have a pan going because we got a lot coming for dinner, okay? And yours is on the top. Good, Patti, start to
cake?
tell us.
All right. Just made a white or yellow cake, and it made buttercream. You could use store-bought frosting or whatever your favorite frosting is. And we're just going to mark this, so we'll have 12 spots. So you want to do like 3 lines.
You could do it in half and then
Yeah.
clear across, right?
So you have 3 lines this way. You don't cut all the ways through. You're just marking the top.
And then we're just going to do the
And
2
then
lines.
do 2 this way, because then you'll have 3 across, and that will give you 12
You are
slices.
so
You
good.
know what? You didn't know as a mathematician, did you?
No, I didn't. Still not sure that I do, but that's okay. See, and then you have 12, and these are pretty big cuts. If you wanted to make them smaller, you could, or you can cut each. When you see what we do here, you can cut each of those in half.
All right, and then you take a star tip.
Now, if you didn't have a star tip, if you're not into decorating, you could certainly, sometimes they have those Cool Whip bags.
Yeah.
You could buy Cool Whip like that, and you can do the whole thing with Cool Whip. You'd really have to keep it in the fridge, okay?
Yeah.
But this,
Buttercream, you don't have
Yeah,
to.
and
Regular
if you don't
icing,
have like
to.
this whole big set, you can buy those little plastic jobs for like $1.
And this is quick,
dollar
it's
store.
easy, and it looks impressive because they're little stars. People think you know what you're doing.
In a hurry, could you get the can?
Yeah, you can use it.
Icing or-
I would thin it down a little bit so it comes out of the better. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Patty's going to keep going here. When we come back, we're going to finish with a whole lot more of our indoor picnic here at home. We'll be right back.
Do you love watching At Home with Arlene Williams? Then be sure to check out our new YouTube channel. It's filled with classic episodes from over 20 years of At Home, and more videos are added each day. And don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home.
Well, we're right here in the middle of our Memorial Day indoor picnic here at home, and we've just sectioned off our cake. This is called a fruit square cake. And now Lisa is going to continue. She's got a can of blueberry pie filling, cherry pie filling, and that's pineapple. But you could use peach, you could do with pudding, whatever. And she's just going to fill those squares. So we're going to let you go ahead and get started. Patty, you're going to help me.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got some pans going here. Tell me what you're doing with that.
Okay. I made hamburgers. What we did was put a little garlic powder, a little salt, a little pepper, flavor the meat.
And it's about 1/4 pound per burger, so that's 2
All right,
pounds.
and we did 8.
And I did a
little
pound
balls.
of ground chuck and a pound of ground meat because you want a little bit of oil, grease in there for the flavor.
Right. We just formed them into little balls,
Okay.
make them little patties, and then we're going to fill them.
We're going to fill them. Let me tell you about the fillings. We have blue cheese, just out of a carton, crumbled blue cheese. We have salsa. That's going to make a hot burger. And then this is just some sauteed mushrooms and onion. And that's what I'm going to put in mine. Let me show you how you do this. You make it pretty flat.
Okay.
Flat, flat, flat. Then you just take a little bit of the filling. Now you can't overfill them because it'll burst. So you take a little bit of the filling and you just, see, you maneuver the
fold
meat.
it in.
Yeah, maneuver the meat around it to cover it, but it has to be totally sealed in there,
And then they get a surprise.
like that. Yeah.
Cool.
See, and then you're ready to go.
Cool. All right.
If you have time, you want to make these ahead of time, make them, put them in the fridge, and that kind of solidifies them too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
All right. Do you want me to do blue cheese? Or
Absolutely.
continue on with mushroom.
Go ahead, and I'm going to, just you keep going. Now,
All right.
once these have cooked pretty much clear through, then we're going to drop a slice of cheese on top to make them cheeseburgers, okay?
Okay. Enough? Too much?
Too much. Take, yeah, about half of that.
Okay.
Because now that will ooze out if you don't be careful. Okay, now I'm going to change my gloves because I'm going to do something with hot dogs. Then we're going to stuff them, and we're going to wrap some yummy bacon around them. If I ever get the glove on, it'll really be a good deal.
Yeah, these gloves are hard
Here
to
we
put
go.
on.
You know, it's nice to have these in your house, and you can go to the dollar store and get a little pack of these. It's just nice when you're making things that are kind of sloppy and you have a nice manicure. You don't want to mess it up. That's the thing. We've got, these are the natural casing hot dogs. They even were with a string, you know, between them. They're all strung together. These are so much better. Cost a little more, but they taste so good. And they're like when you take a bite of Pops, that's the good stuff. Then we have just slit it down the middle, not clear through, but just down the middle. And we have some chunks of cheddar cheese, just like that Julienne strip. Then we stuffed it into the hot dog. And I'll show you how to do that. You see where your slit is. Take your piece of cheese and just stuff it in. You want to push it clear up to the edge where you have started the slit. Push it in there and get another little piece, and you push that down the other way, okay? There it is, okay? Then you're going to take a piece of bacon. You'll start at the top at one end, and I'm just going to do a toothpick there to hold it in place so that while you're wrapping, it doesn't move all around, because this is going to help to keep, and you want to stretch it a little bit. This is going to help to keep the cheese in the dog, just like that.
That looks really good.
Isn't that good?
That looks wonderful.
And then you're going to skewer this end too with a toothpick, and I'm just going to put them, I don't have a grill, so I'm just going to put them on my indoor grill, okay? Again, and when you're buying your bacon, try to look and find one that doesn't have, like, you know, when you look in a package, it looks like there's a piece of bacon and then it breaks and there's a little piece of bacon. You want the ones that's straight across because it'll help you to wrap these better. Just works better. Again, you're going to skewer, and then, you know, these gloves are coming off, I can tell you that right now. Because, you know what, these are not cooperating.
No.
We don't need them. Not on this deal. Okay. Oh, feels so much better.
Yes.
Okay, now.
Liberated.
Liberating, absolutely liberating. And this will help to keep the cheese in there. Lisa!
That's beautiful.
Oh my God, let's
That's
take a look at that
pretty.
cake.
That looks beautiful.
Oh man, is that pretty?
So easy too. I mean,
So, look
so
how
pretty.
beautiful. That's impressive,
Very
huh?
impressive.
Yeah.
We were so
I'm gonna do
absorbed
that.
in hamburgers and hot dogs, I wasn't even looking to see what you were doing.
That
That
looks
is
beautiful.
absolutely beautiful. See how easy that was? You bake a cake.
Oh, it was. Oh,
My goodness.
beautiful.
And everybody has a variety. Maybe somebody doesn't like blueberries.
And it even smells good. With
Uh-huh.
that fruit.
Yeah, it does.
Wonderful. And you know, this is the time of the year, and I know Lisa's kids love fruit. And you know, if I make a fruit tray when we go to her house for a picnic, the kids will eat it.
Yeah, that
And-
lasts
yeah.
long.
Yeah, my kids like
And that's
fruit
better
too.
than putting chips and pretzels and stuff out.
Definitely.
It's all right to have a little bit of that, but not a constant diet of it's not good.
Right.
No.
But that, they'll eat that, I
Oh,
know.
definitely. Just
They will love
the
it.
appearance of it just will, you know.
Yeah,
the icing helps too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no,
A little bit of
it
icing
certainly
always
doesn't do any
helps.
harm to it. Okay, Lisa, you want to
Can
do
I
some of
help
these? Yeah. But you know, truly, these things like this, you would keep that in the fridge probably. I would keep that in the fridge, the cake.
Oh,
Because I wouldn't want that, because that's that buttercream and it's got,
That might be a little soft.
yeah.
Would the fruit wouldn't go bad though, would it?
No, that's for, no, that wouldn't, not at all. Now, when we do our vegetables, don't forget you want to stir them at least one time during the baking, the vegetables that are in the oven. Make sure that you stir them one time to get them nice and browned evenly. And again, they're going to bake probably about 20 minutes, then you're going to flip them about another 20 minutes. But put your fork in there to make sure that they don't get mushy, because you don't want them mushy. You definitely don't. How we doing, Patty? We doing good?
One more burger.
One more, okay. Look how nice, there's not a lot of grease coming out of here either. In fact, we might need a little butter here so they don't stick. Let's see what I have here. I'm just gonna put just a little nip to keep that moist in there. And that adds flavor too.
Do you want me to wrap the ones?
Yeah, go ahead, put the cheese in there. Put the cheese in them and then we'll, is this one done?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, no, it smells good in here.
It smells like a picnic, huh?
Yeah, it really does.
The bacon, all the flavors, those vegetables smell
Those
so
vegetables
good.
with that garlic.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely. We're turning that baby down because it's getting too hot. But again, if you can, go outside. Fire up the grill, okay? We're going to be back and we'll be in the dining room showing you our picnic when we come back. So stay tuned. Here's how you can get today's recipes. In fact, the whole month's worth. We'll be right back.
Just go to ctvn.org/athome to get all the recipes from today's show for free. That's right, no subscriptions. They're available online at no cost, and more are being added each day. So join us at ctvn.org/athome to get today's recipes now.
Well, it's our happy Memorial Day picnic here at home in the kitchen because the weather probably isn't real good outside. But just in case, we have it covered. Let's take a little trip. You girls did such good work today. I tell you, nothing like a team effort when you're having a party. Get your friends to help you. Let's start right here. Here's Lisa's crab and artichoke dip. That's on these wonderful little water crackers. Actually, they're pretty big. But that combination just tastes good, doesn't it, Lisa?
Yeah, it does.
I've had it with other crackers. Doesn't taste the same. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
and then look at our vegetables. I told you. And the juices that come off that, you think, oh, that's grease or oil. That is not. That's the juices out of the vegetables. And if you have leftovers, cook some pasta tomorrow night and put that on it with a little cheese on top.
That would be heavenly.
Oh my, everybody's like, okay. Now, next to that, look at the cake. Concerted effort from Lisa and Patti. But isn't that a beautiful cake? And it's so easy to serve. If you have 12 people, cut 12 squares. If not, you have 24, cut them in half. I'm so pleased with that cake. And it's so pretty, totally pretty. Okay, next to that, where are we going here? Let's go to our hot dogs. right there. We got the
look
cheese.
good.
Don't they look
Oh,
good?
my, yeah.
Now, if you want that bacon around there, I started them out on the grill, but then I put them in the oven to make sure that the bacon gets good and crisp. You want to be sure to do that, okay? Just toasted the buns a little bit. And we put all of our condiments for all of anything that we're having here today. Just put in a nice little basket. And, you know, get the ones with the tops. The mayonnaise even comes with a squeeze top. The relish, perfect. We added sliced onions, sliced tomatoes, some lettuce to go on our wonderful cheeseburgers, our stuffed cheeseburgers. Look at that. Some have salsa, some have blue cheese, and some have mushrooms and onions. That's my favorite. But all of them are combination. And again, toast those buns on the grill because it just tastes so much better. And I want to tell you, always have to cook ground meat completely. Can't have raw burgers. Can't do it because of the contamination stuff. You can do a steak rare, but you cannot do burgers rare. You have to cook it clear through for our safety, okay? And then we just added lots of fruit because this is stuff people like on a picnic. Slices, all kinds of melons, watermelon. We have some salsa and dip here. We've got lemonade, we've got pop getting chilled. What else could you want for a great Memorial Day except your friends and your family with you? And I hope that that's how you'll spend yours. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks, girls. Really appreciate it. And we appreciate you coming by. And please remember those who gave everything so that this country could be free. Be sure to join us the next time because it wouldn't be the same without you. We'll see you then.
Furnishings provided by Levin Furniture, featuring Lane's Country Living Collection. Food provided by Jordan Banana Company, wholesalers of fresh fruit and vegetables in Trevosburg, Pennsylvania.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home. Thank you for watching.
Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.